Now it is time for some relationship discussion. And today we have Tolu Afonja, and we are still on the topic of confidence, but today we will be talking about the importance of self-esteem in a marriage, right?
That's right.
Yes, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And of course, Tolu Afonja is an integrative life relationship and marriage coach. And there's no one better to talk about self-confidence and self-esteem in a marriage. Now, there's a thin line. There's a well-established link between good self-esteem, that's between having a good self-esteem and a lasting relationship. But before we delve into the importance of self-esteem, what is the difference between self-esteem and confidence?
So thank you for having me again. Self-esteem is actually how you perceive yourself, how you see yourself, how you have formed yourself based on your own wiring. So it's not about what people actually think about you, although it influences it, but it starts from within you. Self-confidence has to do with your abilities and your skills. So it has to do with how you see how you are experienced in terms of your abilities and your skills, your competencies, the things you can do, the things that you feel that you can actually accomplish for yourself. But self-esteem influences your self-confidence, because if you first believe or see yourself as a nobody, as somebody to be trampled upon, as someone who doesn't really have any value for herself or himself, it would affect how you see your value in terms of your abilities and your competencies, your work, your task, and every other thing that you need to do in life.
So you first have to have self-esteem to have self-confidence.
It fits into your confidence.
Yes. Now let's talk about the importance of self-esteem in a marriage.
So when we talk about self-esteem in marriage, like I always have been saying, it has to do with the individuals in the marriage. And when we look at the importance, it's about what is the individual's goal in the marriage? How is the person first seeing himself, and how is he presenting or projecting his or herself in the marriage? So for low self-esteem, it's already saying that you're projecting your insecurities and your fears in the marriage. And so self-esteem, how does it affect marriage? One, it affects your confidence in your partner. And when we talk about confidence, we look at trust as well. So do you trust your partner? Do you trust yourself and even your decisions? Do you trust how you see yourself, how you project yourself? When you do things in the marriage, are you waiting for an affirmation, or do you know that what you have done has value for you and for the marriage? You know. So first we talk about, we look at your confidence and how you are connecting with your partner, trust. Then the second thing is communication. So how assertive are you? I've somehow spoken about this before now. But then when we talk about self-esteem with regards to communication, are you attracting your partner more within the marriage, or you are pushing your partner away? How are you able to assertively communicate your needs, your wants, your desires? How are you able to influence your partner with regards to, you know, whatever it is that is going on in the marriage? Because either way, we are influencers to one another in the marriage system. One of the things that self-esteem is very important in marriage is being able to respect boundaries. So whatever, I mean, you're not always checking up on your partner at his or her place of work. What are you up to? Well, you know.
Boundaries? Should there be boundaries in a marriage?
Yes, there should be some healthy boundaries. So respect is, so for example, you're at work now, and your partner will not always be checking on you. So what are you up to? Knowing that you're at work, knowing that you're on air, but because of his or her insecurity, is sending messages because of things going on his or her head. So there's a video out. I don't like the video with this person. I don't like what you said here, because of his or her own projections, thought processes on herself and or himself. And therefore, bringing it into the relationship. So there are healthy boundaries, okay? And when there's lack of self-esteem in a marriage, those boundaries are not respected because of your insecurities. Those are, I mean, three critical elements.
Critical elements that influence self. Now let's talk, because you said something here that was profound. What if you have just one person who has self-esteem, or who has self-esteem in the marriage, but the other person lacks it? How do you close that gap between both partners, between both couples?
So it's first is for both of them to identify and be aware that this is what is happening.
Yeah, how do you communicate that?
So how you communicate it is the person that has a higher level of esteem knows that my partner has some form of, lower level of esteem issues and everything. And it's to lovingly, in a friendly way, communicate that awareness and help your partner to see that this is something we need to work on together. And I'm here to support you and help you through it. That's not to say the individual does not already know that it exists, because we all know in one way or the other. So how does your partner help you without you feeling that your partner must be the person to help you? So to support that process or that dynamic, your partner should be able to, that's the person with a higher level of esteem, should be able to communicate that and appreciate the little things that you do. Words of affirmations are very important.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tula Fonja. It's always a pleasure having you. This conversation can continue on our social media platforms at TVC Connect. You could also tag at Tula Fonja. Thank you so much for being here.